Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Rev, and welcome to Movement Game. Now, if you guys didn't know, I've been coding and scripting and programming for since I was in like middle school. I've been making text-based games, things like that, and I've been on and off learning Lua, and most recently back on it pretty hard. And I tried to make an MMO, and we were just kind of going off and on with that really hard. And so I decided, since I can only control what I do, I'm going to work on a game by myself. And I really just wanted to make like a really clean, really crisp movement system. And I know that's nothing groundbreaking and not anything and nobody else has ever done before, but I just want to make a really good one, and that's it. And I have a couple of things in mind when I think of a movement game. And basically, I want snappy movement that feels clean and fluid to use. There's not really any moments where I'm like feeling like I should have latched onto something or I should have done this or should have done that when I'm doing it. And yeah, so I just want to make like a really clean, really good movement system. And right now I kind of have a prototype going for that. And there's a lot of fine tuning to be done, a lot of like features and tweaks I'm going to be doing. And so the whole purpose of this game initially was to just make a movement system. I was doing it in my free time, just like for fun, whatever. And I was showing my friends and we were kind of just playing around, messing with it. And I started making a course to test how it works. And I'll show you guys some clips on the screen right now of like old testing and me doing it by myself or whatever. And then we kind of just started making a course. And eventually that course kind of just turned into a whole full-blown level that I made for us to do. And now there's timers and a leaderboard and whatever. And so what started as just movement game, movement showcase is actually what it was originally called, where I was just showcasing my movement system and asking people to help me tweak it, has now become a full-blown leaderboard speedrunning game. So yeah, I don't know if anybody's really interested in trying it out or, playing it, get a time on the leaderboard, giving me some feedback. I have a Discord. I'm going to drop that in the description. Join that Discord, and that's going to be the Discord that we're going to be using for the game because I'm turning it into an actual game. I'm the only dev on it, so it's going to take some time. That's why everything kind of looks like this. I'm getting some help from a couple of people, but I'm essentially solo deving it, and so a lot of things are going to take time to make it look nice and whatever, etc. But if you're interested in being a part of the community or being part of helping it and doing the races and doing the parkours, and if you guys even just want to try it out once, both the Discord link and the game link are both in the description of this video. So go check that out. I might be doing more devlog, more serious devlog. Since this is the introduction one, I've got to do all this spewing and talking right in the beginning. But yeah, I also going to talk about things I've been adding and things I'm doing in future devlogs, and I've got a lot of catching up to do on that one right now. But yeah, so go ahead and join, and then maybe do a time, drop a time. There's a lot of skips and stuff to learn that are really fun in terms of like completing the course. Obviously, this is just the very beginning bit, and I think it's really fun. I think you guys should give it a go if you're looking for something to do. You're just bored. It's a Roblox game. It's free. Right now, it's not closed. It's like not testing or anything or like testers only, closed community. I don't think that's really relevant. I just want to get people talking and talking about my movement game and like trying it out. And I want genuine feedback. I'm going to add a feedback section in the text channels of the Discord where just tell me what you think. And I'm talking like anything super precise. Like, oh, I wish there was more. One that I've been getting kind of frequently, then you can reiterate it. If someone else says something, it doesn't mean you can't say it too. If a lot of people aren't saying the same thing, then I might just think it's only one person. You know what I mean? But one thing I hear a lot of people say is like, oh, I wish I could wall jump off of an angle better. Like, I wish I could have more of an angle. So people who think like that and whatever. And it's also really fun. We grinded for hours trying to get better and better times to the point where this guy's doing this. We used to think sub 70 seconds was impossible or like absurd. And now we're doing sub 50, sub 60, 55.9 seconds. If you guys can beat that, I would be shocked if you're beating it legit. Like if you're beating this time legit, it's insane. But see, I'm third place, but I want to see a lot of people trying it out and seeing what's up. But anyways, TLDR, all that out of the way. At the core of the game, it's a movement system. I've been testing my movement. I have a bunch of physics I have been working on and fine tuning and getting just right, and a bunch of configurations that I can add to it so that I can use this movement system in any game in the future. Like I don't want it to be just movement game. I want it to be the next game I make, the next game I make, the next game I make, so I can just copy the movement system, put it in, and then use it in that game too. And it should be really sick. But yeah, so far, all I've done so far in the game is a lot of just working on the movement. I've been making the movement really clean, really precise, and that was like the first couple of weeks, and now I've just been fine tuning it and adding in like some features here and there. Oh, the default climbing isn't disabled. He was onto something when he said that. But I'm gonna go do that right now. But basically, right now we have the movement system added. We have goals or like start checkpoints. We have levels. Soon I'm gonna add UI so that the levels are different, and a lot of UI work actually needs to be done. Even though I hate doing UI, I mainly only script. But yep, we added the leaderboard system, data saving, all that stuff. There's a tutorial for when you join, and yeah, no, it's pretty interesting. I'm probably going to add a lot more precise devlogs in the future of when I add big features, like when I add racing and when I add things like that, and then I'll show clips from that and stuff as well. But yeah, no, this is essentially a movement game. I think I'm gonna cut this devlog pretty short because obviously right now all I have is kind of the bare bones of what I've been working on. We have movement at the beginning of the movement system, and we have some levels. And this is the first level. There's another level I've been starting to work on called Verse Prototype, but you'll see that in a moment. Or not see that in a moment, but if you join, you can go look at it if you want. If this level, so this level is called Aldera. That's why here on the toolbar it's Aldera. We made Aldera. If this level ends up being too easy for you, try out Verse Prototype. It's not anywhere near completed, but it exists. So you guys can go try that out if you want. But yep, just get a time on the leaderboard. Let me know how it goes. And I'm going to be adding a lot of stuff in the future. And hopefully I can use this movement for a lot of future projects and games too. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.